Hello, everybody, this is Tim here again. Have another movie review, this time for Weird Al Yankovic, the movie. Now, this movie's very interesting. When I heard about this flick, I was like, a Weird Al movie, played by the dude from Harry Potter? I was like, But Daniel Radcliffe has proven himself to be a good actor and other stuff, so I was interested in this. Now, I'll just go ahead and say I'd give this movie a 4 out of 4. But at the same time, I do not think this is an awesome movie or a masterpiece, but I do think it is a great comedy. This is not a perfect movie by any means, but it is fun. I'll say this about this movie. This was not what I expected. When I went into this film, I was like, a Weird Al movie. I was like, I thought this would be like a movie about Weird Al's actual life. And maybe like have some humor because Weird Al himself is like, inherently humorous as a person. So I thought that's what this would be, like an actual autobiographical movie. But it's not. They take like some elements of Weird Al's life and then just make up everything else. And this is just a farce. This whole movie is just treated like a parody or a spoof of Weird Al and his life. This is not an actual Weird Al movie, and that's what I kept kind of struggling with a little bit while I was watching this, because for some of it I was like, well, watching this, I would actually kind of like to know like something actually legit about this dude's life and about really why he went into music and all that. But really, it's just treated like a pure parody. Maybe there's some truth in it. I haven't looked up the dude's like actual life. Maybe there's some stuff in here that's actually taken from his life, but it's just like really exaggerated to fit into this more like obvious spoof parody movie of his life. And this is a spoof. He starts out like maybe a slightly grounded, but then he gets more and more ridiculous as it goes along. You got really funny scenes though where he's like with his dad, and his dad's like, "No son of mine will play the accordion in this house," and he like smashes it. Pretty funny shit. Daniel Radcliffe is great as Weird Al. Once he shows up into the movie as Weird Al and he does the voice, he's great. He really carries the whole movie for me. And you got Madonna in here, like a parody of Madonna, which was really damn funny. And she's like corrupting him and getting him drunk on alcohol all the time. And she ends up getting kidnapped by like these drug dealers. You get this like hilarious moments where Daniel Radcliffe is Weird Al's like doing action scenes and whooping their asses, and gets in a fight with the main like leader of the group at the end. And after he's killed him, Madonna's like, "We can take over the drug trade." And he's like, "I'm leaving you, Madonna." And at the end of the movie, during like you get like some post credits or credits or whatever after the movie's over. And it's like Madonna's still at large. That shit was funny. And at the end, you get like a joke like Weird Al was assassinated in 1985, which I thought was pretty damn funny. But yeah, this whole movie is just like a spoof parody of Weird Al's life. Really, you get cameos in here. I think I saw Conan O'Brien as like Andy Warhol, and I'm pretty sure I know that was Jack Black. You get a couple other people as well, but yeah, overall, I'd give this a 4 out of 4. As a spoof comedy of Weird Al, and not like an actual Weird Al movie, this is a great fun comedy. But if you're looking for something like it's going to be like a legit Weird Al, like autobiography movie or something like that, that really tells you about his life and him as a person, you're not really getting it here. This is just pretty much a spoof. Think something like The Naked Gun, but focusing on an actual person that exists in real life with Weird Al. And if you can go into it with that mindset, I think this is a great fun movie. This is a really enjoyable comedy. I'll definitely pick it up on Blu-ray. It's fun. Once again, Daniel Radcliffe carries the entire movie. There are some jokes that don't exactly land and some stuff that doesn't work. Like the person who's playing like a young like kid version of Weird Al and then like the preteen version. They're fine, but they don't have like the charisma of Daniel Radcliffe. Once he shows up, he just makes the movie. And the Madonna jokes and parodies of her are pretty damn funny. All in all, this was a great, fun, like spoof movie, but it's not really a Weird Al like actual movie about his life and him as a person. This is just pure spoof, and I get why they're doing that. They want to make it like what one of his songs would be, like a spoof of his, life. But at the same time, though, watching this, I was like, I would actually be interested to see like an actual real movie about the dude. This is just like a joke, and for that, it's a funny one. And overall, I'll give it a 4 out of 4. This was highly entertaining, and if you haven't seen it, I'd recommend checking it out. But I know what you're getting into, or know what kind of movie this is going to be that you're going in for when you get there, so you'll be prepared for it. I didn't know what this was going to be when I got into it, and then it made me laugh, but it was not the movie that I thought it was going to be, or I would say not the movie I even wanted. I wanted like a real, actual, legit Weird Al movie about his actual self. Like I said, this is just a pure spoof. Overall, 4 out of 4 for what it is, but I don't think this movie is going to be for everybody. Some people are going to not enjoy this because they're going to want an actual Weird Al movie, but just as a comedy, this was great fun. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again.